whole part is probably not even going to be because it's just all cut up. Anyway, some Fallout 4, the settlement I built, some of it. I have never used this gun ever in this game. Somebody has, but I just... It's nice that it's there, but I've never used it. I know some people have used it to spawn legendary enemies to farm for legendary items. It just showcased the impracticality of the weapon. Alright, so here we are at my Kingsport Lighthouse settlement. My name is Kevin Markham, everybody, and today I'll be showing you this. So Bethesda is just... First they promised us mods, and so I didn't want to build because I thought I was going to have mods, and then they said you're not going to have mods, so then I started building, and now we are going to have mods, so I stopped building. So I'm probably going to rebuild all of this with mods, but I'll show you what I have so far. I'll start off with the boat, because I love it. I have all the radios turned off right now, by the way, because everyone talks about copyright. I don't know, whenever I see somebody make a video. So this is the CMS Hollis. You might know that USS stands for United States Ship, and HMS stands for Her Majesty's Ship. Well, CMS stands for Commonwealth Minuteman Ship. And then it's named after Colonel Hollis, who was President Garvey's commanding officer, who was killed in the Quincy Massacre. The only Minuteman to respond to that city's call to help. And as you can see here, I used a lot of glitches to get this. Actually, one in particular, the rug glitch, to really get everything into the space, because it is such a small space and things just do not want to go in. As you can see, I tried to get the guard post as close as I could to the edge, and it kind of clips through a little bit, which I'm okay with. But yeah, so these people are able to get around the ship. Even she's able to get back here. The mechanic
that place is nothing but trouble.
Who works on the ship, I had to carpet glitch that one and rug glitch it in because that wouldn't go in there. And then I love how I was able to do this with the big generator added with the contraptions deal, or was it the contraptions or Wasteland? I think it was Wasteland Workshop DLC that added that in, and I was able to rug glitch that into the back so it looks like the ship has, or the boat has power, and also lights up everything. I put that light there. I'm going to show you guys this at night because it looks really awesome. The searchlights, I have it set up as like a patrol boat, or like a search and rescue boat, or I don't know. You need to see the enemy, so there's lights on it. And you can imagine, if we look at the map, you could patrol up and down the entire coast, and even with these lakes here, I mean these rivers, I mean you could literally get to many different settlements all over the Commonwealth this way with this boat. If it actually ran, which someone needs to make a mod for that. I mean, Far Harbor gave us a working boat. I went ahead and left these in there because they're pretty okay. Put this in here, you know, decoration, the ammo boxes with ammo. I rug glitched these in there as well because they would not want to. This surface is kind of uneven, so a lot of these things are rug glitched in. Same thing with this. You can see the rug is there. I didn't take that one out, but and these are all put in there.
Lost track of how many ballistas I got.
And let me see.
Yes.
One around here. Yeah, put that. Oh, see, this is why I don't use electricity. I use the candles and the fires for everything because the lights don't work. I gotta turn this off. Turn it back on, and that up there should be working. Another spotlight. And of course, lots of wires hooked up all to the main mast. So it looks sort of like it resembles somewhat like rigging of a ship. And if you go over there, it's got lots of stuff. And I had to, what kind of gun do I have? Oh, I used the glitch to make this gun. I don't have anything with a scope on it. I don't think I do. No, I don't have anything with a scope on it, so I can't zoom in and show you this. But, I just took one of these, steel, posts from the warehouses tab and glitched a flagpole onto the top of it, and then put the flagpole up there with the... I think I used the rug glitch. Yeah, I did. I used the rug glitch to get that up there. And that way the flag's the height. I like this because it really does feel like a functioning ship, like a boat. You know, it doesn't feel like just like what it really is. It's just a prop, sort of. Anyway, because it has some utility to it. We go up here, and we have the searchlight in the front. which is, it looks really cool at night. And then we have this wire set up all over here. Now that I've been using the Vault-Tec DLC conductors or whatever you call them, and I like those better. I might go back through this and make it with
trouble, I hope.
The only problem is this person here mixed it all up. Before, when it was just this person and that person and there was no slot machine, they would always man their posts. But for some reason, I'm gonna have to change it. They don't. They just stand right where I need to go. Anyway, not too hard. I have the spawn point set up right here, so you spawn when you fast travel here. It feels like you just traveled in the boat. You got the radio set up here, nice little ambient music, and then of course I got the power arm stand with the Minuteman stuff all over it and the jetpack. Just sort of create like a beefy, powerful Minuteman sort of organization, and also, you know, if they need to go underwater to look for something, or if they just need an extra protection, fighting, they can use this. I also have the decontamination arc set up here. I'll go ahead and walk through that since I need radiation gone. And yeah, again, I just glitched that through in the walkway. Cooking station also glitched in. Fits really nicely in this spot. I can get into it really nice. Anyway, I love it. I love it in that spot. And then I got this computer here, which again fits seamlessly into this whole space, and it's flooding in here. But the terminal is hooked up. We got the spotlight, the turret, the mortar, the switches, and the other things. I love these terminals. They look well. They work a lot better than the other one. And then we have this switch up here. And this is something I really love about this. So I'm gonna flip it on. I love it. We're gonna go out there and see. Get out of my way! Get out of the way!
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
As you can see, that launched the flare, and it also did the siren at the same time. And this is something I'm actually gonna do with all my settlements, so that if there's ever under attack, they can signal this and get reinforcements without me having to do this or anything. But another thing with flares is while it signals for help, I mean, I don't know if you look at one of the images, popular images used to portray the U.S. strikes in Libya when that was all happening down, the NATO strikes. One of them is a picture of a ship sending off a flare or something. Or no, it's a cruise missile, but it. I played. Yeah, I just defeated myself with that, realizing now it's a cruise missile. Anyway, though, but I played Battlefield 3, and they shot a flare over to this area and illuminated the whole city underneath it, and you were able to shoot. So the way I look at this is, if you're doing a naval assault onto a place, you shoot the flare up over it, you know, it looks like you're launching something. I mean, you are, but I mean, it looks like, I don't know, it just looks cool, and it illuminates the beach for your soldiers to go in. It's pretty awesome. And then the siren, all hands on deck. The recruit beacon is up there just to, you know, take up space and make it look more, a little more cool. Got the turret set up here. Since it was only going to be the one turret, I decided to make it the best thing I could. And that is the bow. I've also put these up there. I tried doing the I tried to do a different lettering for this. What the hell is it called? Under decorations, wall, and then no, go to wall. These things are slow to catch up. It was just these lettering, but the thing is, these were too small and you couldn't really see it. So I ended up opting for the neon lighting. And I couldn't slap it right to this because it just wouldn't fit right onto the wall. So I just put in a picture frame or a picture and just put these over it. And I love that look because it's like this is the world in which we live in, where we just use a piece of artwork as just, you know, for utilitarian, practical purposes. And also it covers up the window here. I was going to put in a boxcar door to slide this open, but I decided not to. It didn't look good. Also I have problems with it working. Anyway, I love this little area too. I just attached all this stuff to the bottom or to the side, sort of like Far Harbor. We kind of see this, and then we pass through here, and I don't know. I just love this little area. I don't really know what I would call this or what I was thinking, and of course I haven't built that up at all. Because again, mods. I'm gonna wait for mods to come out, but I'm gonna make this into a shop. And is that straight? Okay, I'll have to look at that later. Anyway, I'm gonna put shops all around here and decorate it up like a nice shop. Anyway, and I was thinking about putting a hotel in somewhere, you know, people traveling for trade. But anyway, here we have the dockside supply with the open sign, and I don't know why I put that there, I just did. Then these things, you know, you gotta make things look busy, and I love just putting since I don't decorate with junk, because literally, I mean, even now, people saying it's, oh, they did a patch. No, junk items will still sink into the floor. They still fall over. So I just use these from the miscellaneous in the decorations tab, I believe. These are added to the Far Harbor. Same thing over here. Just put these around more. So just decorating without junk, but still just having a random assortment of things. And then in here, you know, it's like a general store, and I thought, you know, he's just selling all this random crap, you know, like a basketball. He's just selling that. He found it, starts selling it. All these things in here. Cigarette machine, you know, maybe he's selling the cigarette machine. Maybe he's not just selling the cigarettes in it. Maybe he's like, hey, you want that cigarette machine? You can have it.
If you work, you eat.
You know, you want a grill? You can have that. You know, I mean, he's just selling whatever. And then I have the slot machine here, just to generate some more revenue. People will use it. They'll comment on it. I mean, it just creates more of an actual working settlement a bit, and also just seems right, you know. I mean, I'm gonna put these in every single settlement, just one or two of them, just for some extra revenue and just to help create a working environment. And then we have the guy up in the counter.
Last time I had clean fingernails.
I mean, I feel like the space was just meant for this. I really do. So that's that. I love it. I'm gonna go around over here to the side. I did some stuff in the back. What did I do in the back? Not very much. I just put down these things. I carpet glitched them to get them really close. Well, that's all I did there. And then the house is, I haven't really done a whole lot. I'm not going to make really big settlements because it's a real pain in the ass to wander around them, and your frame rate drops and everything. I'm just going to make really small settlements, but really detailed ones. Of course, I boarded up these with, I actually didn't board this up. I just put the, what is this? A barn wall there. And of course, I wired this all up with electricity, and then I got this little Brahmin pen in here because sometimes you're just stuck with a Brahmin and you just gotta pen them in. And oh, real quick before I get in the house, I love this little thing over here, right? I tried messing around with bunkers, trying to figure out what I wanted for this, and I finally came up with this thing. And you know, it looks sort of fortified almost. You got that low wall there, like, you know, you can crouch behind this and shoot out and stuff like that. But then it's not a big, huge structure, and then you got the tarp over it, you know, like to protect it from aerial reconnaissance. Like, I don't know, if like, the Brotherhood of Steel or anyone is flying over this, I don't really necessarily want them to see any fortifications here. It's kind of not really going to work, but you know, just whatever. I've seen this kind of thing before. You know, you put tarps over camps or whatever, ammo boxes. I sunk these into the ground. I think with the pillar glitch is what I used this one with, just to I don't know, I didn't like them hovering, and also I just think it looks better sunk into the ground a little bit. Same thing everywhere. Of course, I deleted the truck there. I tried doing something with the truck, it didn't work. Let's go inside. I haven't really done a whole lot here, but I got this little restricted area, and I sort of wanted to make this like a bit of an incognito Minuteman place. You know, you have your security here, you show them some sort of card as you go in, you know, okay, you can go in. And you go into the secret meeting room. And, I freaking love these things. These are the end posts to the walls, sort of what they look like balcony things in the wooden category that you got in the base game, and I just rug glitched them in so that you can actually see the planks, some of the planks together. I think it looks really awesome. It really does look boarded up. It doesn't just look like somebody magically put boards in between the house. It looks like somebody actually put boards over the window. So just a simple desk. I haven't done anything with this. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And then I tried to make some sort of chart up here. I've done this with another settlement. Of course, I just scrapped everything, but you can have you see this little. I wanted to do like one of those conspiracy theory charts, you know, where you have the threads running to all the different things. You know, we have super mutants, bioscience, virtual question mark. You have the CIT, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology, the CPG, the what do they call it? The Commonwealth Provisional Government, Broken Mask Incident, the Synths, University Point, because it was wiped out. In the center of it all is the Institute. So I really wish I could like draw some sort of lines to everything to make it look more like the whole conspiracy theorist chart. And again, the whole aesthetic of this is the world we live in, where I just use a piece of artwork as just a tool to display this. And then of course I glitched this little television in there. I don't know. I had a projector here, but I didn't like that. I didn't like this since I already had something over there. And then, of course, the Minuteman flag. I put that on the wall. But yeah, this is the secret meeting room. And I didn't put a lock on it because I just don't like many of the locked doors, and I think this just worked out a lot better. I love that. I love glitching things into the original structures. I don't think I'm going to really do anything over here too much. Maybe just a little more decoration. Let me see. I want to see how these look from the outside. So from the outside, that tree's in my way. From the outside, it's just like this, you know. I think on the upstairs ones, on the one around here, you can see the boards from the outside. Yeah, there you can. You can see it from the outside, the boards. Which I really want to do that with all of them. I'll try to do that when I remake all this. Try to have the boards sticking on both sides. And then up here, again, like I said, we have this sort of incognito thing. So, you know, you're looking at this, oh, whatever. But I was going to put a security desk up here, but it was just too small of a space. But anyway, you flip on the switch, and you have the Armory. You have these miniguns. You have this armor. I'm gonna put guns on the racks. I don't like the racks. They're not very good. There's a lot of empty spaces. With the mod, you don't have that problem. I don't know why Bethesda couldn't have made it that way. But yeah, I like this, right? It just looks kind of like a beefy armory of heavy weapons and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, I'm trying to make the I never really was fond of the Minutemen because I never really used them the way they should have been, which is really create your own army. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And then of course we have some sort of like shitty little barracks. I don't know. I needed a place for them to sleep. I wanted a place for myself to sleep. I was gonna put something in the boat to do this, but it didn't work out. As most things. Anyway, a little vomit pen over here, making noise during the meetings. Oh, I put this in from the Nuka World DLC. I'll put these in everywhere now because they look a lot better. They don't have as many floating issues, but I still glitched it into the soil a little bit. That way it looks like he's actually eating something. I'm not going to waste, you know, file room on a mod to put grass in his feeder when I can just do something. Oh, what the hell is this? Well, whatever, it's gone now. The only really thing I can show you now is I haven't put anything in here yet. I might do some small stuff, but I just put candles and all these windows to make it look like there's a lot of activity here, or like there's a lot going on. And up top, you can probably hear the generator going already. Oh, like my controller sticks, so I have to do this weird thing like that instead of just going like this, because I don't know which way it is. See, over here we have the generators underneath the stairs, tucked away someplace. We have the power going up this way, and we have a light up there. I wanted to put more lights up here. Let's open this. I wanted to put more lights up here. I just actually, for some reason, I could just phase it right through into this, and so that way you can't see it. I wanted to put more of them, one there, one there, one there, and it looks really bright from the outside, but the problem I really had with it, and the reason why I didn't go with that, is because the light, it was just glitched. Oh man, whatever, I guess I can't secure that again. But where's the entrance? Yeah, you can see a little bit of the light. That's also from this, but when I had it with all four of them, there was like light shining down through the floor, and it just looked really gross. I don't know why that word just comes to mind. It just looks gross. It should not be that way, and it's just freaking irritating. So anyway, that's what I have, and I'm going to show you guys a sort of another version of this settlement that I had. I'm going to go into my load and try to find where the file is. Where is it? It was a while back. There it is. So this other settlement, I mean, it's the same settlement, but it's just, I tried doing something different with it, and I decided I didn't like it. I just wanted to keep it more simple. And, I don't know, I felt like the two different things I was trying to do didn't work well together. They sort of clashed with one another. So that's why I decided to take this out. I just liked a more simple look to it. I don't know, though. I could see myself possibly putting this back in. Oops. I got the music on. And it's still on. I don't know. YouTubers have said that they get in trouble for the copyrighted music. At the same time, I feel like, I don't know about the classical music. I don't know if you get in trouble for that, because where's that radio at? Good thing it was the end of the song. I don't know. I don't see why it should pose a problem. I don't know if it does, but I'm just being safe. So anyway, bar that aside, this is what it is, of course. So, a lot of people, they saw these spikes. I watch a lot of, like, settlement building, other YouTube channels, and a lot of people see these spikes, and they're like, I'm never going to use those. Those are stupid. These are strictly for raider purposes. You know, if you're not evil, you're never going to use these. I'm like, that's a little bullshit. I saw these things immediately, and I was like, oh, like, fortifications. That's what I'm going to make these out of. Like, of course, I don't know if you guys see this. This is what I thought of. I asked someone else, and they were like, no, I don't see it. I thought, like, sort of Normandy, sort of, on a really smaller scale, definitely. World War II, they use those metal crosses they put in the water. When you're approaching the beach, you have to go around them or whatever, and they also had, like, barbed wire in the water. Or even if, you know, revolutionary times, they had readouts where they were just hills, and they had spikes, wooden spikes. And actually the Romans did that as well around their camps, put wooden spikes protruding out from the hill, pointed at the enemy, so they couldn't just climb over the hill and get into their camp or whatever. So this is sort of following that sort of idea of, you know, I mean, you could imagine if you tried to assault this place from the ocean, which, you know, that's never going to happen, but whatever. If you try to get out and go up the shore, you're going to have to contend with these really spiky points and the barbed wire. Sure, you can go around areas like this, but if you're coming from over there and you have to go all the way over here to get onto the shore, you're going to get shot. I haven't added any turrets, and I was going to add turrets in. Yeah, I just sort of like all this debris everywhere with the guard posts here. The flag. See, there's somebody gambling over there.
Yes.
And these don't go anywhere. You might be saying that's kind of stupid, but the idea I had behind this was twofold. One, I wanted just something cool to look at, and secondly, and this is why I sort of backtracked from this idea, because I was starting to make it really commercial here with all the trading sort of ideas I had for it. Yeah, the slot machine is the best. You can't lose, but for some reason it's great. And I also realized that with this version of the slot machine, I don't actually make money, which it is oversight on my part. Should have done that quest, but I didn't. What the hell was I saying? Oh, so I was starting to commercialize this a lot by making a sort of port city here, and then I was like, I could always make that less of a general goods store and make it into like a supply thing for the Navy or something, right? But I decided not to. But the idea behind it was that I would make and again, I had conversations with people and they said it was stupid, but the idea behind it was to only have like 5 people here, but to project to the Brotherhood of Steel flying over, or to the to merchants passing by, that they would, you know, the password along to the railroad, or if Institute had somebody over there and the lighthouse was looking over, they would see a fortified area, and they would think maybe that these bunkers would go deeper into the cliffside, and there could be, you know, 100 people here besides just 5. And then if anyone tried to mount an assault on this area, like I said, I would have made turrets here, and, you know, basically role-playing wise, because, you know, of course you can't actually do this, but I would just have the settlers run. The 5 people who are here, they would just run, activate all the defenses. There'd be minefields all along the beach. There'd be turrets everywhere. So whoever's assaulting this, the railroad, the Brotherhood, or the Institute, they would fight their way all the way up the beach, just get slaughtered. And if they do make it up here, they come up to this, and they look in and they find it was all fake, and they just lost a lot of men, taking nothing. Sort of another inspiration from Normandy. If you're a student of history, I believe the Allies got to the top of the cliff on Normandy, and they found that what they thought was artillery was actually just it was faked. It was just steel pieces put together so that from a distance it looked like artillery, and the artillery was actually further inland, and they were tricked. And so that's what the idea behind this was, to sort of coax an enemy attack into them throwing themselves on these fortifications and being cut down to, you know, a man or whatever, and then finding out that this is all just fake. And I didn't lose anything, and they lost a lot of people. That's the idea. Even the fake mortars here, you know, there's the junk mortars, they don't do anything. You know, I just wanted to I was sort of creating an idea of, I wanted to really build this up into a big, huge fortification, and then, you know, there's only like 5 people here, and they could just run, and the automated security would just destroy anything that tried to take it. Same thing with there, that's all the same, but this is the main difference here, and the flagpoles up everywhere. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments if you like this idea, or even if you just like this. If you're wondering how I did that with the what that is really, it's just the metal prefab. No, not furniture. I hate it when I can't see what this stuff is. Prefab. You go over to this one here. You attach all the walls and the roof to it. I mean the door to it, and whatever door you want. And you use the pillar glitch. And I'm just gonna say you can look up the pillar glitch. Basically, you just put a pillar in the ground, you hold the X button, select everything, and you're able to glitch things into other things. And that's how I got these shacks here. Someone said it looked like Hobbitville when I showed that to him, and I was like, Hobbitville? I was like, God damn it, I'm taking it all down. I mean, I'm really bad at handling criticism. Somebody said this looks like a Hobbit town, and I was like, fuck it, I'm getting rid of it. Also, because I don't think it mixed well with the whole merchant theme I had going, and now we got a redstone coming in. Let me see. I'm gonna try to find the other one that I made. I might have deleted that save. Alright, so it's hard to tell from that tiny picture, but I believe this is the other save I had where I decided to keep the idea of a bunker, but make it a little less junky and hobbity. There we go with the classical music. I'm just going to leave it. I think the classical music is fine. Classical music is fine. I tried to make another doc here. I didn't like that idea either. I can't see no one saying this is copyrighted, but oh hell, I'll just turn it off because I want you guys to be able to hear me. Anyway, so yeah, this is the concrete. Same principle applied here. I use the pillar glitch and glitch those things in there. Again, I use these things as a fortification, sort of the barbed wire and spikes everywhere. But the concrete, and I just glitched that in there. And yeah, out of the two, I like this idea better because I like the spikes everywhere. This is actually the exact same setup. I just changed the stuff over there. But let's go over there real quick, and I'll just go ahead and show you the music is playing in the background. But don't pay that any mind. I don't know. I don't know. I've heard people say they get in trouble over the music, but I really can't imagine it. But let's go in here. Of course, you have to access this area from the build menu since it is fake, and I don't actually use it for anything. So as you can see, this guy here is a dummy. He's not real. But really, from all the way back there, you can't even barely... Oh, I got the stuff up there in the ship, because just to get over this way, it's all leveled with one another, everything. Anyway, I'm going to delete that. I would have deleted that even in this build. But I had at one point, I just put the marine armor on him and put the mask on him so you couldn't tell, but I just didn't like that. Of course, you couldn't tell he was a Phantomatic and even up this close, really. But I decided not to have that, and let's go over here on this side. Again, just a fake bunker, and I like it better since it opens up this way. It doesn't glitch into the thing. But yeah, this guy stands here. We got the door back here, so people can see that there's a door. It looks like it goes further back, but it doesn't. It's fake. It's a facade. And of course, we have the switch up there, and again the flags up there on the thing. So let me know what you guys think. This is my Kingsport Lighthouse settlement. I'm going to be doing a lot more to it, especially when mods come out and I actually start building once again, because I pretty much stopped for right now. Let me see if I can think of anything else I would need to go over. I don't think so. Anyway, that's the video. I'm going to make more videos in the future about this settlement mode in Fallout 4, and hope you all like it. Like and subscribe for more Fallout 4 content. Anyway, goodbye everyone.